It's the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushai by Hashem Harakakwadash. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, rule well and teach well, and I'm worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last sections of time. Alright? And the title of this quick hit is going to be, we can not only talk the talk, but we have to walk the walk spiritually. Alright? It's the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 18. The greater thou art. Alright? Speaking of not being great in this society, it's talking about responsibilities and duties as a man of the Lord. Alright? The Most High set this church up in decency and order, the spiritual house, but he has order within that house. So the greater thou art, all right, the more humble thyself, it says, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Because ultimately, retaining and keeping a humble mentality at all times on all cylinders, all right, creates that favor in the sight of the Lord, because you're willing to accept the low. You're willing to be chastised. You're not proud, all right? You're not bucking up your spirit. You're ultimately relying on the Lord to retain you in that sense of humility, all right? Verse 19, many are in high place and of renown, all right? Speaking of the elders and apostles, all right? You got different bishops, all right, set up in this truth, all right, to guide us and to lead us, man, to be those figures that we follow after, all right? This is no game, man. The Most High set this house up spiritually, all right? This is not a clubhouse of fraternity, man. This is a spiritual house led by the Lord, all right? It says, for the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly, right, man? Meaning the meek, those of a contrite spirit, man. The Lord is honored of them. And ultimately, those men come out of what? The nation of Israel, man. All right? Get this real quick. Because we can not only just talk the talk, we have to walk the walk, man. It's the book of James, chapter 1. I'll start at verse 22. It says, but be ye doers of the word, right? Meaning you apply this word to your daily life. These commandments, these laws, these statutes, they become you, all right? Not only do you, just think and wish upon these things and hope of them, but you're actually applying them to your life, man, all right? That's not only talking the talk, but that's walking the walk spiritually, man, all right? It says, deceiving your own selves. Read verse 22 again, James 1 and 22. But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. Right, because if you're doing the word, all right, you have to hear it as well. Get it real quick. Because ultimately, all right, let me see where we at. Romans 10 and 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. Right, and that's this truth, man. The words have been pronounced to the ends of the world, man. And ultimately, what? We're applying these things. We're not only just hearing it and having faith, but the scriptures tell you what? Faith without works is dead. All right? Get it real quick. It's James 2 and 14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and hath not works? Can faith save him? That's right, man. Because ultimately, we have to be a hearer of this word, all right, and a doer. We have to talk the talk and walk the walk, man. And that means to remain in humility at all times, man. Be willing to take the low. Because ultimately, the anything you can receive on this side, speaking of here in this American kingdom, it can't compare to the riches of the treasures of the kingdom of heaven. But it says, if a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, but ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, which doth it profit, right? So ultimately, if you're just hearing this word, you know the name of the Lord, you know your nationality according to the Bible, you know Esau, Edom is the devil, you know America's going to be destroyed, and you're not acting on it and also actively seeking to separate yourself from this world, to separate yourself from the philosophies, to study, to show thyself approved, then what? This is going to happen. This is James, chapter 1, verse 22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholded himself, and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. That's right, man. Ultimately, you're going to become a reprobate if you continue on that mindset, just hearing the word and not actually applying it. Then what are you here for? What are you there for? We're there for this word to change our lives. We're there for this word to change our eating habits, change the way we think, change the way we speak, change the way we act, man. Not just to only hear this thing and, like they say in the world, go one ear and out the other, man. Nah, we're about application, man. Applying these things so they can become us. Because we're going to need this word to be within us, all right, because of the hell that's about to be unleashed in the streets of America. But it says, but whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. Blessed in his deed, man. And we want to be blessed in our deeds and rendered blameless, ultimately rendered blameless, all right, on this side, man, when that persecution comes down on the men of the Lord, all right? But ultimately, faith without works is dead, man. So ultimately, you can't only just talk the talk. You got to walk the walk spiritually. Lord willing, this message was edifying. I'm going to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Harakakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and are worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of the time. Kwame Yashala, Shalom.